today we're doing Tessuji time. Yay! You guys feel more Tesuji smart?
I do.
Yeah, that's good, because these happen a lot. These problems aren't too hard, and so I think you guys got all of them, right?
I think so.
Only with minimal goading. So they're not too difficult. And just to be sure, what are you guys ranked around? Just want to...
15-ish?
15?
14-ish.
14?
6.
6 and 8?
9.
9? Okay. A little bit stronger over here. So anyway, I think these are really good problems for like 10Q-ish. You know, I'm in a pretty wide range. Let's start over here. So all these problems are black to play. And basically, part of the problem is actually figuring out what the problem is. And that's a really valuable skill, it turns out, in Go. And too often when I think students do life and death problems, you know, they get really good at reading, but sometimes they forget about shape. And these problems encourage you to think about shapes and in the end result as well. All right, so what's going on here? Who can just tell me briefly in 2 sentences what is in danger for which player and where?
White would like to keep the stones alive in the corner.
White would really like to keep these alive and kill those.
Oh, yeah.
What would black like to do?
The other.
The other, keep these alive and kill those. So how do we do that?
Connect the black stone.
Yeah, we must find a way. Yes, so this is a very nice move. Notice it has a shortage of liberties here. Right now the liberty count on the 2 groups that want to be captured is 3-3. This takes away a liberty. More importantly, white can't actually disconnect it. So if white plays here,
Black connects.
Throw it.
so it actually does the order. Actually, I don't think matters a whole lot, but we can just connect here.
It does, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah, it'll just play here.
Oh, yes.
All right. If white wants to save these, plays here.
Now we throw in.
Now we throw in. White can't play here because it's still Atari, so must take. Now where does black go?
Atari.
Okay. And then there we go to kill. So notice white only actually has 2 liberties left. Black has 3. And then white tries to make an eye. It doesn't actually help. If white starts to take away liberties, where does black go?
Down. Make a false eye.
Yeah.
Yep, Atari this way. And if white takes, hey, we have
Back in
a
again.
we can just throw back in. There it is.
But couldn't we just sacrifice and take back and still connect?
No. So here, let's go back and look at.
That was my solution.
Oh, so let's go back. Let's go back. Let's. That's a shape.
Take the one off the 2 stones.
Oh.
No.
Oh, this one.
That one. There you
Okay. So black plays here. So where does white go?
No, same thing.
Same thing. Okay. Black.
Black goes here.
Oh, so in this case,
go. White can connect on the right.
this might be ko actually. If you throw in here first.
Yeah, so you go here.
Yeah, so this would be ko actually,
Now you come out
because we didn't
short.
get that. No, it
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it actually wouldn't even be
You
ko.
could
Yeah, just
No, you take.
yeah. So ko.
Yeah.
Ko is much worse than.
Yeah, but okay.
It is a solution.
No, but since I didn't know the optimal result, I saw this and I moved on.
Yep, that happens. Okay, this one's actually really cool because everyone who looks at it gets it wrong the first time they look at it. Because what's the problem?
Shortage of liberties.
Yeah, and it's not entirely obvious at first, is it? Because
Yep.
you know, right now we have these 3 white stones are dead, as long as these 3 black stones are alive. So black says, "Hey, I know I can't Atari there because I'll just die.
Yep.
So I just connect up this way, right?"
Not so much.
But little did black know white had something special in reserve.
Throw in.
Throw in.
Yeah, it's a problem because if black takes, this is snapback.
Yep.
If black takes here, what's the next problem?
White connects.
Kill it.
Dead. So that didn't work. So that was a nightmare. So, going back to the original problem, how does black save these 3 stones? Because in the last variation, they died.
Black descends.
Bamboo joint looking thing.
Yeah, this is the really cool move. This actually makes sure we have 2 liberties here. And that's what we need in order to stay connected through this point. If white can throw in and force us to only have 1 liberty down here, That's what's going to kill us. We need to make sure we keep 2 liberties. And the reason why this works is because white can't actually disconnect us. So white would have to play there, black would connect there, and now this is all just
Doesn't work.
doesn't work. Beautiful. So, good shape to remember, right?
Yes. Onwards.
That's what that sound should be like. All right, this is another. I said a couple of these are just sort of shapes that cube players need to know and will invoke you to make really common mistakes. This is one of them. What's the common mistake? What's the place that every double-digit cube player wants to
play
play?
the center point.
Oh, but it looks so
Yeah,
neat.
it wants to connect this group to this group. And hey, if there's a symmetrical situation, you just play in the middle.
Right.
Except for this one.
Monkey jump.
Yeah, except for the monkey jump. Because why? What does white do here?
Takes one of the sides.
Figure it out.
Yeah, it just plays aside. Oh, roller.
Black probably wants to Atari.
Play
Black.
the other side.
Yeah, white has this little tricky play.
Well,
And if black says, aha, eat your stone, white says, I've eaten your corner. And if black tries to eat both white stones, white
really doesn't work.
really doesn't work. Really terrible. So, playing in the middle of this seemingly symmetrical position is actually a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do?
Play not symmetrical.
Yeah,
One side or the other.
and this normally doesn't work right because white can just split. Playing second line isn't far enough away from white's strong stones. So we need to play here or here. Now, for Q players, I'm telling you guys, either one of these is valid. If you find either one, A+. For Don level players, one of these is right and one of these is wrong. Do you guys think, I think I hinted at this. Do you guys
Yeah.
figure out which one was better?
I think that one's better.
This one's the better one.
So
That's
why
what we
is this
think.
one better?
Less invested if you want to change your mind later.
That's right, absolutely, right? This is definitely better. So let's first look at it from the viewpoint of Ko. Is that if white plays here now as a Ko threat, and you don't respond, white will get this as points. Okay? Let's say you played here. Now white makes a Ko threat, and you don't respond. On the next move, white will play here, or here. How many more points is that worth for white?
Lot.
It's actually a
5 or something?
yeah, it's like actually a much bigger co-threat this way. The second reason, this is a more relative reason depending on the position, but let's say there is the potential for white to come in under here and make points, or make some sort of base, or need some other sort of connection. Well, there's really nothing in the corner. The corner is basically reduced to nothing for white. White can't make a whole lot of points in the corner, but maybe white can do something over here. So is this stone going to be more valuable for dealing with something over here, or this stone?
First one.
The first one, right? This is actually potentially something going on here. Or in this case, there's actually less potential going on. But, either one is good. If you're a Q player, A+ if you played either one. Okay? This problem, what's going on here?
Black's got some stones surrounded.
Black is going to die.
Who's that?
Or is he?
Who's that?
Is there a way to save them?
You found it?
Make a big splash.
Make a big splash.
Damn, right in the middle.
Yeah, this cut. So it looks like you're throwing a stone into danger. And white can just connect.
Extend.
Yeah, but this is the hard move to see.
Yeah,
Because it still looks like you're dead, right?
not so much.
White can't come get you.
Yeah, it's self-Atari on both sides. So this cut and extend in a really weak white shape is, this happens all the time in Q games. And when I'm walking around the Go Center and seeing some Q players and I'm seeing something like this on the board, this is the kind of shape that makes me want to like claw my eyes out, like scream.
Sew your mouth shut so you don't understand.
Yeah, this like the Q players think this is all safe.
And the other
It's
player
like
also
there's so
thinks it's
many
safe.
cuts. Yeah, they both players think it's safe and they're all playing in this corner.
Both people get it wrong, it's fine, right?
That's right. Happens so often.
That means one player predicted the other player's assessment,
Yeah.
saved the move.
And so white doesn't have enough liberties over here, right? It's now 2-2, black's move, black will kill, actually probably either one doesn't
Well,
matter
that
entirely.
one
That's
gives you
probably the better
more
one.
points.
Yeah. So either way. Cool? All right. All right, 2 problems. The theme here is broken connections. So in this bottom area, what's going on? Is black alive in the corner?
No.
No.
Can get one eye.
And how do these two stones feel?
Lonely.
Lonely. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a way to connect them?
Sounds nice.
Can we connect them just by like cutting here and killing these stones?
No.
No, and in
No.
fact, white might even have a Tesuji of his own and play this way and give up an extra stone here. So when white disconnects, these two stones really have no friends, are very too close to white's wall. So that didn't work. How about a move like this?
Close. Too late. Too far away.
How does white disconnect these?
What was it? Make the empty triangle with it?
Oh, just,
Yeah, this
Go
works. Yeah, this works. So I can still disconnect you, and now the corner is actually not just disconnected, it's dead.
Yes.
So,
a good move
Tim
for your
found it.
opponent.
and that was it. And what if white tries the same tactic here?
Go underneath.
Yes, yes.
Yes, nice move. A lot of you guys tried this move to make this move work. This is a terrible idea. Peeping at this cut actually hurts quite a bit, because as long as white has this cut here, he also has a shortage of liberties. And so he can't actually disconnect you. What if you try something fancy like this? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can actually just eat that stone too. White doesn't have enough liberties here. Even if he plays here, this is still short of liberties. There's nowhere for white to go. So a lot of these Tessujis really just have to do with shapes and how to find the strongest shape for your stone and the weakest point for your opponent's stones. And when white has this shape, this looks kind of like a mouth shape, right? It's a shape that most of you guys should look like, right? So this would be the key point for white. This should be where one of the points where your eyes are drawn for black as well. Okay? This one, what's the connection problem?
It is a
Two
connection
guys out
problem.
there.
Yeah, what happened? So I saw the first thing that some of you guys tried was just, hey, we can just eat that stone. How did that go for you, John?
Not so good.
Stone eats you.
How does that stone end up eating you?
Well, that was just the first initial
yeah,
rough
of course, you have to-
approximation.
that's right.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's your serious
Yeah, yeah.
move, but
No.
you have to try it.
Yeah.
So how does a stone eat you? In this case.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, so we Atari. And then what's the next white move? Yeah, just connect and get liberties. Now black has a really big problem. Because it looks like black can still cut this whole thing and eat it.
Nope.
Yeah, not so good.
Not so much.
White has multiple Ataris and can eat you and force the whole thing to a capturing race that he kills the corner first. Okay. So we can't really eat that white stone. We kind of have to respect it, it turns out. So what do we do? Yeah, this is a nice move.
It's chummy right up.
Now, it doesn't look like it should work. So first question, what if, I'm not sure if you guys looked at this variation, what if white plays here?
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. No problem.
Why?
You see, thank you.
That's right, now you can eat it.
Yeah, now you,
Okay.
you've got some
And now we
help.
have that stone there. All right, so white has to play this one, just connect it. And it looks like we're still dead.
So you make great gnashing of teeth noises.
Yes, and you play there.
Oh, my 2 stones. Oh, whoa.
And white eats the 2 stones, but
Aunt Lillian comes back. And
there you go. Black is actually connected. And this is, I'll tell you, if you guys are playing against other Q players, which most of the time you are, this is a shape that Qs miss all the time. Like this type of connection where you have the 2 stones sticking up. And it feels so good to trick them with it. Because they think they're about to kill everything. And meanwhile, there's nothing they can do to you. It's a psychological torture. It's great.
That's why you're a teacher, right?
Well, no, I wouldn't say they're exclusive. All right, let's look at this one. So what's the situation? What's in trouble?
3 plus
Black
3
stones
Yeah.
look like they're dead.
You have 3 liberty, 3 group black stones. Look like they're dead. How about the white stones?
Well, if
Also kind of.
Black's
They also have
they're
3
alive.
liberties, right?
Yeah,
Technically. Well, actually, yes, technically they have 4 liberties, but it's our turn? Oh, I guess they have 3. Yeah, they have 3. No matter. So it should be a capturing race.
Why not?
So what happens if we start this capturing race?
We lose
We lose, it turns out.
3-2.
Because now all of a sudden, even though we've now proved that white only has 3 liberties, in the process we've reduced our own liberties to 2.
Yes.
So now we lose. So that doesn't work. Next idea.
Extend. Or black.
Atari.
Yeah, it's right. This way. We must look like we're about to give up another stone. This keeps the capturing race 3-3, but it's our turn. 2-3 are in our favor. So it's a simple read, but this is the kind of read that you have to do over and over and over again, so you don't have to work at it every time it comes up in your game. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. So what's in trouble here?
White's trying to kill these 2 stones.
Or more.
Or more than
Or more, right? Let's not be selling ourselves short. So how do we prevent that from happening?
We take care of the immediate threat.
Yeah, normally this is a really bad idea, right? Running out the weak stone.
We've got the extra friends though.
Yeah, we have friends. Yeah, we can actually keep this white stone running. And if we ever try to make use of this cut, black just immediately Ataris us back and captures a ladder. So what if we just keep running?
Keep taking liberties.
We just keep running.
Stop.
We're done.
We just
No, we're
keep
not.
running.
Do have to take the
It
outside
actually,
one first.
yeah, it actually turns into a capturing race.
Yep.
And so this capturing race ends with white with 1, with black with 2. Fun.
Yeah. Just don't take the wrong liberty at the
Yeah, just don't try to get inside. Those are your liberties, so that's very important. All right, good. Next board. I did add that stone there because David had questions about ladders. And all these problems, you have none. You have no ladder. All right, let's start here at the top.
Simple.
So black has 2 stones here that look surrounded.
Yeah, they look kind of dead, don't they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if they weren't? I wish there was a Tesuji for that.
If only.
If only there was many Tessujis that didn't let our stones die.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
So we went there.
Yeah, that's a really brutal Tessuji that right. Man, this is sad.
Who looks dead now?
Yeah.
The white can't actually cut that off. That's self-Atari.
Yeah.
And,
this
the
one's
shape,
cool.
yeah, the shape here, right? You can see this is a bamboo joint with
Yep.
lots of black stones around it.
Would be.
Means that this is a key point,
Yes.
right? If you have a bamboo joint, an incomplete bamboo joint, and there's no black stones around it, this is usually terrible.
Gotta remember that.
Okay? Like it's still the shape point, but if there's no black stones, white's just going to counterattack you.
Because that's the looser bamboo joint. If the white stones are diagonal here, isn't that a looser bamboo joint?
Oh, with this way, sir? What do you mean? Or that?
Oh,
Yeah.
just-
This
that's
also
just-
has defects too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case, black actually has stones around it. So the bamboo joint is a key point. So if black plays there, let's say white plays this way. Black disconnects. And if white plays here,
Still not seeing what's
Got
going
enough
on.
liberties.
black gets to call white a dumbass and split for a while. So in the end, white should just connect here. And black will save the 2 stones and the corner, because the corner wasn't alive yet either.
Was the corner alive?
Because
White one move.
kill it.
Well, I mean, if
black
black
plays
played
first,
over there
black would play
instead of
first.
over here, black could have
Black
lived
could
there.
save the corner, but white gets the entire outside.
He'd rather capture the stones.
Oh, well,
Of course.
save 2, capture the stone.
Yeah.
And here's the best part: if white, Tanuki's here, black can actually just come out here and eat more. So these are very weak. Okay. This one is probably the most subtle of the basic problems that I laid out for you.
Yes.
It took us a while to figure out what the problem was.
This was annoying.
But that's like go, it turns out. So tell me, what is the problem? What's going on here?
So what? Black's got 2 stones that are looking pretty dead.
There's 2 stones that look pretty dead. Are there any other weak stones for either player?
The 4 white stones in the middle.
Group up here on both sides.
Yeah, we actually have weak black group, very weak white group, and this black group is actually weak too, and they're separated. So we've got, you know, black stones look dead, weak black stones, weak black stones, weak white stones. So what should we be trying to do? Is there a way to save these 2 stones?
No.
We couldn't find one.
Yeah, there isn't. And that's half the problem, is figuring out, is there a way to save those 2 stones? Because if we can save those stones, black's position looks a lot better. So there isn't. So now how do we use those stones?
Well, it's like whatever black does, if white gets in there, the black stone's the loss, white's solid, and that leaves white free to attack the outside. So the thing is that the only way you can stop white from going there is if you go there first.
Yeah. Well, you can't save the 2 stones.
Completely unnecessary.
So what you do is you threaten to save these
Yeah,
stones.
this move's actually really interesting because it threatens to save them if white doesn't respond again. Black can start this as a capturing race, and it's 2 liberties to 3. Okay. But we don't want to play this directly. This actually move doesn't really accomplish a lot for us. Actually doesn't really do much of anything by itself. So what is a move that does something that might make use of this move later? No.
Wait, what was it again? Shoot.
Attack the top.
It was...
Wouldn't it be nice if we
What
could
was
capture
the
these
order?
stones?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be really, really cool?
Oh. So go and
right.
play your net first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
if we
what it
play
was.
this net doesn't actually work, right? Because I will say, ha, that's a broken net. And just sort of push through, and Atari, and get out.
But now
But,
he just gave up the corner basically.
exactly, now we can come back and kill these 4 stones, and maybe these as well.
So you give white. So when we were looking at this, we were looking at
Yeah,
playing this one first, but this gives them the choice. Do you want to save these stones or these stones?
Okay.
And if you
Play,
choose,
in this case, you don't know you want to make this exchange.
right.
Okay.
Because let's say, so here's the difference, right? Let's see if we can go backward without. All right, we're backward, good. So let's say we want to play this. Well, you know, later on, how do I find some forcing moves? I don't know, maybe white wants to play this way? That's not a good example. Oh, okay. All right. So maybe later on we can play a move like this that makes our net work again without us needing to play this. That's still not a good example. But so that's the idea, right? Is that we actually don't, this move doesn't do anything other than play a forcing move. And we know that right now that capturing these 4 is bigger than these 2 because it also would it threatened to kill the corner. So if you play this way, fine. But you are removing some of your own aji for later.
Okay.
Okay. Because that's what we ended up with.
Yeah, that's what we ended up with.
Yeah. Well, good. Good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can actually just play the net directly.
Okay.
If you need to define the shape for some reason, like if there's a giant ko coming up and it saves yourself a ko threat, maybe.
Right.
But other than that, you probably shouldn't make those exchanges first. Okay, over there. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is actually a really common Tessuji for black in this type of shape. What would black like to do?
Seal white in.
Black would really like to kill white.
Well, kill it, yes.
Can black kill white?
No.
No.
Seems
So,
very
what's the
implausible.
next best thing for black to do?
Seal white.
All right, so can we seal it in with a move like this?
No,
How about a move like this?
probably not.
Well, you're actually giving white a lot of options.
Yeah.
And it's a fight, but
Not sealed.
yeah, not terribly effective in the sealing department necessarily. So what's a better idea? Oh, that's not there, thank you. Yes. We throw in a stone. And if white plays here? And what if white extends? Yeah, just kill. So white can't extend. So plays there. If white takes, proper way to fix. Yes, make solid connection. White is completely sealed in. Let's see if we can find any other variations. What if... But that'd be a very good result for black, agreed? Okay, so let's say instead of here, white plays here.
Maybe the same move as before.
Huh?
This doesn't seem to work because black's kind of captured. Yeah.
So if white plays here, it transposes exactly,
Oh, yeah. Got it.
right? My question is, what if white extends here now? Oh, if you do that?
Yeah, that's a guess, actually. Yeah, then I was thinking, like,
Yeah,
I think that this doesn't work so well.
That doesn't work.
So,
There's another Tessuji. This is the problem that keeps on giving. Another Tessuji you have to find is black.
Hane under the white stones.
Yes. This does two things. What are the two things that move does?
Shorts
you can't-
liberties.
Yeah.
Shorts liberty, so white can't cut, and it disconnects white.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we just play this,
Yeah, we're gonna need.
White can
Connect
connect
under.
underneath. But if we Hane,
Sad.
this is probably the I don't know if you got, if anyone read out this variation. but
didn't
this
read
is
out
the
that
tougher one.
variation, but
Did
yeah,
not see this one.
that's
Okay.
fun.
But it's cool.
Yeah, very cool. But if you guys can find this crosscut again, this in this type of shape, is very common. It comes up also in a few 5-3 Josekis as well. This type of crosscut. So okay, this one over here is actually a Joseki. If you were
real.
if I gave you a, instead of Tesuji time workshop, if I gave you a Joseki workshop, this could be the same problem from it. Do you guys want to see how you get in this position?
Yes, please.
Sure.
So this can happen when white has a 4-3 corner, black high approach, white pincer, attach, and white decides to cut. And then instead of extending this way, which is also a very normal Joseki, white makes this exchange and then extends this way. And that's how you end up in that shape. It's Joseki. And if you don't know this, either Tessuji or Joseki, may all your opponents play this against you until you learn it. So, what should black do?
Atari on the bottom. Not there.
No.
Not that one.
Well, we could Atari this way, right? And even descending here, this is Sente, right?
Yes.
Because if we don't, black will play there. And then, hey, we can come back and attack this stone.
We can do better.
We can do better, though. Like, even though this would be like C- result, like, it's passable in a pinch,
It gets you there, but
there's still a lot of problems here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we end up having to play moves like this, we get split very painfully. So we can do better. We can do better. Oops, that's there. Okay, what's the move?
The other Atari.
Yeah, Atari this way. This looks stupid, right?
Quite.
Okay, keep going.
Atari as though it's a ladder.
This way. Atari again.
protect.
And if white doesn't fix now, there's actually nastiness in here. So usually white will fix. But if white doesn't, when black turns here, white can try this sort of thing. Anyone know how this will work?
Black is ahead.
You
Yeah.
can start from this end.
You can start from here, but white will just make an eye and a half.
It's only one though.
That is only one, but we have 0.
It's true.
So what do we do? Because chances
Co.
are, white might not fear this, because white doesn't read as well as you do.
Co.
How do we start it?
Throw it in the corner.
Good.
Boom, coat.
And black will take this first. Although it's sort of like a two-step co, but this outside is also depends if white assumed that the corner was alive.
And those stones were relying on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be very, very painful for white. So, and meanwhile, if we just pretend that white did respond, what's different about this shape? Because notice black does have sente again if white responds. Well, how is this different than our previous
Much
Atari?
more severe.
That
against
stone's
that
already
one stone.
Yeah, this
captured.
stone is basically tamed. So when we play another move over here, depending on the board position, basically white has no place to go with this stone. And if we really just want to kill, we could actually just kill this stone directly if we want to be really conservative, which we couldn't do in the previous variation. So this would be a very strong shape for black on the outside. Even though white got the corner, black actually has much more potential for outside. So, and technically has sente. So if it has anything else over here, it might not even continue locally if there's any other black stones over here. Cool? Okay. All right, so two basically shape problems. And let's take a look at this one first. And you guys expressed sadness for black because black was so small and white was so huge. But I pointed out how many more moves white had than black.
Black's, from West's perspective, black is being very, very annoying.
Yes.
It's a small pebble.
Yeah, white
but
thought
it
all these
hurts.
points were his, and now black's made this shape and is trying to live. How does black live in it? Yeah, this move is actually beautiful. This is actually a very common shape, too. Because black makes an eye directly, and threatens to make an eye on either side. If white prevents one, I'm just going to make this one. And vice versa. So that's the key move. What happens if you don't know this, and you try playing a move like this?
Wait,
There.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is kind of rough. Because now if black makes sure that's an eye, this stone dies. If black connects, white connects as well, and threatens to make this not an eye again.
Black's still hunting for his second one.
White will come there. If black goes hunting, this is still 3 stones in a row, does not make an eye. So we can still play there. And so at some point,
Black's gonna realize he's an eye and a half short.
yes, there's not quite enough space to make 2 eyes. So this is a symmetrical position. And again, as we saw today, not all symmetrical positions result in you wanting to play the middle point, but this one does.
Thanks, we gotta go.
Okay, thanks. All right, how about this one? What's the problem for black?
Kind of open. Not particularly defended.
Black shape is terrible. Black has no shape.
Sure.
And so if black tanuki'd, right, white would just immediately cut and give you problems. If white was really strong on the outside, white might even be able to play here directly, which would be something to be very scared of.
Yeah.
Might even work. But white would need a lot more stones around to capture the entire thing. But, this by itself is pretty severe. Because if black tries to cut, I can just do this sort of thing, and then just kill the corner and the outside. If black just plays these sort of non-thinking moves. So black would have to come back and try to live something like this. But this is painful. Not good, right?
Unhappy.
Because black would need to, if black tries to cut, white will get the outside or kill the corner. So we don't like any of these results. So black wants to make shape such that he has eyes in the corner, he's strong, and he has thickness on the outside. What do we do? I want to do a few more wrong answers first.
Oh,
Oh, play another wrong one.
But that was good.
There you go.
Yeah, what's wrong with this one? White continues. White continues. How many eyes does black have?
One.
One eye. That's only one eye.
that sucks.
And meanwhile, white even has maybe a little something over here going. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, yep, okay.
One eye.
Got it.
Proved. So, I mean, this looks like good shape, but it turns out with a white stone here, white just can peep at it and reduce you immediately.
So the complicated one we did was the one below that.
Well, here, let's do this one first.
Okay.
What's the problem with this one?
I think white can still do this.
Yeah, I think white can too. I don't think this actually helps at all.
Not so much.
We looked at this one a little bit.
Yeah, that one got
And
complicated.
this one's really tricky to actually for white to know what to do, but we looked at this and I think this one worked for white, right?
I think so.
Or at least it did something.
Yeah,
We didn't look at all the responses, but it does something. If black just sort of absentmindedly cuts this off. Again, there's a lot of variations here that we didn't look at. But it looks like white will either get the outside or get something on the inside. Because at this point, if black just tries to take this stone, it looks like we can just take these Ataris. I mean, this would just be the very, very simple variation. Black can't really necessarily cut this way. This might be very bad for black because white has another forcing move. So even if black just cuts this way, black still really needs one more move here, here. White just greatly expanded the center potential. So even though black didn't die, we didn't have a disaster.
you've
This
made
is
white so much
A
stronger.
huge free white wall in the center. And when we want to make a shape move, we usually want to make a move that not only gives us eyes, but also doesn't let this happen, doesn't give our opponent all the influence.
Quick shape.
So, and again, I know there's other variations in there that other people with more time can look at, but. So, we decided on this. So what's the worst thing that white can do to this shape? That's not there. Yep.
Was the Hane again, right?
Was this? This is not terrible at all.
Yeah, we
This is
cut
actually
it off.
very helpful,
We
yeah.
cut it off.
Yeah.
It's like, well, let's have free moves on the outside for black, because this stone can't go anywhere. You can get a free Atari, but it turns out that doesn't do anything. White can't actually push through and cut, he just dies. So the Hane's no good. How about if we do this?
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't care. Like, it just doesn't really do anything. I mean, white can continue this way. But if white tries to get that big wall again, we're going to get one too. And so we'll be safe in the corner, we'll have our wall, it'll be fine. And there's no way for white to seal us in directly, that should be kind of obvious
Right.
with this shape here. Okay? So, yeah, it's kind of a fun little shape. You guys also tried this one,
Yeah.
but what's the problem here?
White slide.
Yeah, white can still play this. And potentially, you'd sort of have to respond if you want to make sure you have two eyes.
Still sad.
And actually, you still don't have two eyes if you well, yeah, I guess you do. Yeah, you do. But this is a good endgame for white. Or maybe not. Maybe, no, it's kind of, actually, it just transposes.
Yeah.
So this is still bad.
That's
If
the
you want two
important
eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, last board. How you guys feel?
Accomplished.
Accomplished? Yeah, you guys did good work tonight. I'm very, very proud. All right, let's do this one. What's going on?
Shortage of liberties on Blackstone or two.
Over here? Like this one stone? Well, can black capture these two stones?
Can try.
Can try.
How about we try?
Yeah. Do I get to play the right move this time?
No. Keep trying.
Yeah, it's out.
It seems rather ineffective.
Well, I mean, look at this
I mean,
exchange
you
though. Like,
you
this
get-
is good.
you get
This is
something.
great, right? Like, look at fourth line territory.
Get the
Boom.
wall on the outside.
Sure.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like a 25-point corner.
Yep.
But
White gets a wall.
White has
yeah,
compensation.
this is actually a lot of points as well, or at least influence. So I mean, that would work. We can do better.
And then the other way,
Try that.
We could try that.
that doesn't work at all.
This is not a good idea.
Does absolutely nothing.
Well, it actually gets more exciting than you might give it credit for.
Yeah.
but it's also crushes
Maybe not.
the corner.
Yeah.
You give White the
I
corner
didn't think
and
that
you
went
get a
well.
wall with lots of holes.
White will actually be able to get out and you'll die somewhere.
And your wall
So-
seems lots of cutting points.
Yeah. So what do we have to do here? Yeah, we have to learn to give something up. And if White just comes back and takes this. Oh, actually, let's play there.
Have them invest more.
That's better. That's actually better.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gave you the, when I was reviewing, I led you down the wrong path. Yeah, this is much better.
Okay.
But you kind of need the ladder a little bit. I guess there's two variations, because this is also Atari.
And now you're fifth line territory.
And depending, we might even be able to play here and come back. Well, I mean, this is where the outside situation is sort of dependent.
Yeah.
White's got nothing but a liability.
If White takes this Atari now, we can net this thing. It's a giant donut. We can kill those. We can't quite capture that in the ladder, but we can play this way and capture in that direction. So black will kill something. So that's even better.
So invest more into
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Okay.
The other variation that I know you guys looked at was right here. Yes. If we just play here now, like this would also be acceptable. And then instead of here, I came over and I said this was a better shape,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that guarantees the corner. White still can't pop through us, and the
Yep.
stone is much more tamed. And if we play here, White won't play that.
Right.
Right, White will probably play something over here. Maybe even here if White already has something over here, and that'd be annoying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we play this one. And this would also be an okay result. Or I should say a good result for black. So I guess it depends on what's important. If there's nothing else around here, and especially if black has a ladder, black should run that one out.
Okay.
If White has something out here or White has a ladder, it's not entirely clear. We have to see the position.
Sure.
But either way, the key point is we can't capture that stone. So what do we do? Or those two stones?
Get the best result. you
Get the
can
best
from it.
result, net. Right, we can force White to have to capture it back on his net. All right, last problem. And this is a shape that is actually kind of cool once you see it, because it happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what's black need to do?
Wants to catch those stones.
Yeah, it would really be nice if we could kill these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we kind of have a weak corner, we kind of have a weak center.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really cool if we could kill something. Let's kill something. Let's kill something the wrong way.
Okay. Atari.
How about this one?
Either one.
Black could try something really tricky. An Atari. But this is bad. This is how black dies in the corner. All right, we tried too hard.
You killed nothing.
That's right. We got nothing. How about this Atari?
Seems even less likely.
Not any better.
At least black's alive.
Black didn't die in the corner.
That is true.
That's cool.
So in a
But
way-
these 3 stones, I feel like they need to run out, and
White's gonna run.
White will make a lot of points attacking them if they run right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that was all terrible. Give me a better idea.
Just kind of circle around the herd and slowly enclose them. Well, maybe a little closer to the herd.
This doesn't work. Why doesn't this work?
It just runs right
White
out.
just goes over the top of you.
Yeah,
Seems fine.
like we can connect to that. Like this stone is totally safe, right? Is the cool part about this move, right? Is that black can always connect to this stone. Ta-da!
But
And the same is true if white plays this way.
again, your stones are in danger.
All right, we can always. That stone is a really strong stone in this shape. But white will just play here.
Killed nothing.
Yeah. We need to choose a direction for white. One of these directions we care about, one of these we don't. And so we play here. And so if white descends, white dies. So what does white have to do?
Honey.
Honey. And if we save our stone,
You lose.
white gets out and connected. So we actually don't have time to save this stone.
We fight.
How?
Crosscut.
Yes. This is the key point now. White is too busy to sort of capture both of these stones. And both of these stones actually short the liberties on this group. Because if white now comes back, what do we do?
Atari.
This Atari.
Mm-hmm.
And white can't connect over here.
No.
'Cause that's still
That
Atari.
would be great.
That would be great. And what if white captures this one?
Then we Atari the 2 stones.
And we Atari this way. And again, white can't connect here because we'll still capture it. It's like magic.
He's got to capture the stone.
This is like the type of sequence that convinces people that Go is really magical. It's really just magic tricks. Can white do anything else?
No.
No.
Terrible idea. So, again, when your opponent has a sort of weak diagonal shape with something running out, there's 3 key points you have to look at. Here, here, and here. I know we didn't look at this one, but that's because it's stupid in this situation. It just doesn't accomplish anything.
It doesn't even look like it accomplished anything.
But this is often, if you see a problem and you see this type of shape, this is often the magical point.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not, because we need a certain direction. We can't let white get liberties that way.
If you're okay with white choosing the direction, then that one works. But
Then
in this case,
one will accomplish something.
okay.
Okay.
It depends on the situation of what it accomplishes, but this is also is a weak point in white shape.
I see.
So there you are. So 16, we'll say medium difficulty problems. Depends on your level, of course. I suspect stronger players who are watching this will be able to do these in well under 10 minutes. They're down level. But, Q players, it'll take you, maybe 3 to 5 minutes a problem.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lower single digit Q, maybe get that down to 1 or 2 minutes a problem. But they're good problems. And again, the thing I want to emphasize about doing Tessuji rather than life and death is I think Tessuji enforces the ideas of shape as well as reading a little bit more, while life and death is much more focused on reading. And so for that reason, I really like doing Tessuji problems.